Hey, this is Charlie from the Main Play Week. Right now, you are about to listen to a nice little interview that we did with the filmmaker Gaspard Hirschi, who was the director of I Am Night at Noonday, which had its North American premiere at the Camden International Film Festival a couple weeks ago. Needless to say, I love this film. You can check out my whole write up about it on the Substack. But otherwise, we had a great little chat, and it was fun to chat with him and see what he had to say. But anywho, enjoy, and we'll be back soon with more Play Week. Enjoy.
Ready, Freddie? Everybody's rolling. Excellent. Is this okay with eye line? Okay, great. Okay, so first of all, introduce yourself and tell us about your film.
Oh, like that. Okay, so I'm Gaspard Hirschi. I'm a French filmmaker, and I'm doing documentary films. And so this film, I Am Night at Noonday, is my last film. And it talks about Marseille. Marseille is the main subject, so the city itself, which I describe as an archipelago. And to show it, I had this idea to throw a knight into the city, and this knight is Don Quixote.
Awesome. So, in the Q&A, you talked a little bit about this genre of hybrid fiction, nonfiction genre. Mm-hmm. I'm curious. How did you have to get into kind of a different headspace when you were going into the parts of the film, or going into direct the parts of the film that were fiction versus nonfiction, or was it sort of an easy way to switch between those two modes of directing?
It's difficult to explain because it was all of this occurred in the making. So if you ask me, I don't have any theory about fiction, non-fiction, and how you should mix them. I don't have any theory about that. So it was just a long work. The first part of the work was really a documentary part, reading a lot, works from geographers, taking pictures. Then I made some primary shootings with people living in the gated communities. And then after 1 year or 2 years, I had enough of that. And also I thought it won't say enough about what I was beginning to understand about the situation, and so maybe I dropped the project, worked on different project, and then also I was looking for an idea to cross these gated residents because they're closed, and first idea was not Don Quixote at all. First I told myself maybe you should work for some months as an Uber driver. Actually, I did it for some times, or as a delivery man, like pizza. So the first character actually was the man of the delivery, delivering food, pizza, because I thought there are these people that are crossing these closed
boundaries. Yeah.
So that was first, and it's really after a while I had this a bit foolish idea of Don Quixote. So it was like a joke at first, but it was also a pretty serious jokes because Don Quixote, he really sees castles everywhere, and of course it's very logical for him to be in the castles because he's a knight, and most of these places, they have these names like Chateau Borelli, Chateau something, and they are fences and everything. They are like sort of castles. So that was foolish. That was funny, but that did also make sense. So I thought, why not? And so on. And after there was like several solutions, we found it like during the shooting and then during the editing. And so it's a strange object, but I didn't have this idea of making like a strange object or to experiment something I would have theorized about fiction or non-fiction. It was just about like finding solutions to many problems, and finally we arrived at this place, but strangely, but it happened
you're
like that.
focused on the story and like how do you tell the story in the most accurate way, the most interesting way. So did you watch the film this time around?
Yeah.
What was it like seeing the film on the big screen with this particular audience?
Actually, the film was presented in several festivals yet,
but like
I
specifically
think today
this
the audience reacted really well. Like there was lots of laugh.
Did we laugh at the right moments?
Yeah, you were laughing a lot. I'm laughing more, but because I like I like my humor pretty much, and that was cool because I wanted to make a really funny film. Like that was the idea. Like I think I needed, and I think we need like stories and humor, and that doesn't mean not for escaping reality. Like that's not what I wanted to do in this film, and sometimes we can see like very unpleasant realities, and I didn't want it to escape them, but we live in this world, and it needs to be like sustainable.
Right. Do you think that the reception of some of the humor, does that like change with different kinds of audiences, like different cultures?
Some
different
audiences
kinds of people?
are very serious.
Interesting.
Yeah. But no, most of the time people are laughing, especially in the beginning of the film.
So this is a question that we're asking everybody. What is one of your all-time favorite films? I know it's a hard question.
I don't know. I have many. It changes, so I don't know. But for about American filmmakers, it's maybe it should be the Love Streams from Casavets. Yeah, I really like this one.
Very good. And so we're an outlet. We talk about the main movie-going experience. So do you have a memorable movie-going experience that you'd like to tell us about?
Movie-going experience?
Yeah,
what
like going to the movie theater, going to the cinema. Yeah.
Oh. I have many because I'm crying a lot in the cinema, which in life I pretty never do. So I need to go to the cinema to.
What about the cinema makes you cry?
Well, everything.
Valid.
I'm very movable in the cinema. Yeah.
Wow. What was the last film that made you cry?
In the cinema, I've seen. I don't remember the last. Oh. No, I didn't cry. I'm lying because I didn't cry very lately. Sorry for that.
Your fiction and nonfiction, it's blurring into this interview. Amazing. Well, great. Thank you so much. Thank you for your film. Thank you for your time. And